Time to leave the shelter, secret shelter, heading off down to my next camp spot about 19 miles away. And we'll wander through in and out of New York and New Jersey for a few minutes. It kind of runs the border, so we'll be here and there. Not real sure how the roads connect in or here from where I'm at. I'm only a couple tenths off the trail, but looks like I have to intersect a few roads here and there to come up and actually follow the trail. So anyway, it's a nice quiet little spot. This is a real nice place to stay. You saw that there's lots of camping and area and that, and the outhouse isn't worth much, but the rest of the place is really nice. It's got good clean water, electricity to charge your devices and stuff, so it's well worth coming the extra few miles and bypassing the AT shelters that are strapped for water and that. There was me and 4 others, a couple ladies, a couple guys, and we're all northbound. We all travel at start out different time of day and seem to end up in the same shelters lately. So anyway, like I said, beautiful day. More sunshine, no rain. It's really making it nice for getting in some good hiking miles. So believe it or not, this is the AT. Kind of going through a marshy area, a little wet. Kind of interesting. Glad they put the boardwalks in. Hope they don't crash. Don't drop the camera. Oh, there's one that's coming apart. Well, you trip here and you're going to be in a problem. Wonder how deep this stuff is. Yeah, all marshy wetland. Interesting way they put some of these logs together. Ooh, that one bounces. I wonder how long this goes. Oh, goodness. This isn't quite as wet. You can hear a car nearby. I know we're going to intersect a couple of roads soon. Yeah, looks like we're going to head uphill again, back to the rocks. Yeah, time to go up a small hill. Been on the trail for about an hour now, and this is one of my views. Been going in and out of the woods today, hitting pasture lands, and then a little bit of woods and a little bit of swamp. Got a slight breeze today. That's kind of nice because it's already getting warm. I think it's going to start getting warmer like it was before again. It just feels a little more muggier than that. Hopefully it won't be too bad though. Well, we got a nice boardwalk. Looks like it's going to go on for a while. Kind of swampy off to the side, so I don't see. You can see water under the bridge. But right here it looks dry on where the ground is. Definitely a swamp of some sort. I like the zigzag method they put in this. Don't know how long it goes. Oh, it's the old section now. Anyway. Okay, quick wrap up for the 9th. Mosquitoes are attacking me big time. I gotta get my bug screen pulled up. So anyway, it's 20 after 8. I'm headed for bed. I only did a short day today. I got to the shelter I wanted, but it was only like 17 miles. And I was glad because I was totally beaten, burned out. I was even starting to wonder if I wasn't coming down with something, but I think it's just the humidity went up today, the heat went up today, and so that and all the multiples, the constant 25-mile days that I'm doing or close to them is taking its toll on me. So anyway, tomorrow's going to be even a shorter day most likely because I have to find a way into one of the towns and resupply again. This is a real pain in the butt having to do this every few days, but that's part of the deal too. Unfortunately, the towns are a few miles from the trail now, and they're getting more expensive as we get further north. We'll be hitting New York tomorrow, and Jersey's been a pretty decent place. Had 4 Trail Magics of full meal deals and a bunch of little ones. Today I only had a nice chest full of soda at one spot, but that hit the spot and it was good. But I also stopped at a little dairy that had a ice cream shop, and so I had some ice cream and a soda, and so it nice when things like that are along the way, especially since water was virtually nil all day today. There was a couple spots with water, but I really didn't need it at that time, and when it got to the point I did, then I was out. The shelter I'm at tonight, Wawayanda or something, it's like 4/10 of a mile away from the state park, but we're not allowed to go to the state park and camp. But we are allowed to go and get their water because this shelter doesn't have a water supply, and so our water is 4/10 of a mile away. Not too difficult to manage, but it's still an inconvenience. It's much nicer when you can get it right here handy. At least it's potable though. And plus too, their flush toilets are left unlocked for hikers, which kind of is strange too, since we're not allowed to camp right there, which would be really nice if they let us do that. But anyway, so all in all, the day went all right. It was a long, drawn-out day. It took me forever to get here, and because I traveled really slow today because of the not feeling real good and the heat. Jersey is leaving me with the last day. I had one hellacious climb called the Stairway to Heaven, which should really be called the Stairway to Hell, because it was a real bear and a half to come up. It was a bunch of series of rocks put in with like steps, and of course they're never at decent sizes and strides, and then of course you had to fight with the dirt and the gravel and stuff around things. It was awkward. A lot of boulders in the way and things. It was the worst that I had seen in New Jersey. It really surprised me that they had that after all the hiking I did past 2 days. So anyway, that pretty well wraps things up here. I'm going to get up early in the morning and see if I can't catch a ride into town, get in and out and back on the trail. So, and depending on how long it takes in town will depend on how far mileage I can do for that. So anyway, that leaves things. And Really not happy with all the mosquitoes.